Ashoka was the third emperor of the Mauryan dynasty, which ruled between the 2nd and the 4th centuries before Common Era. He himself ruled between, I think, middle of the 3rd century BCE for about 35 years or so. When he ruled, the subcontinent, this entire region, was going through a massive social turmoil, a big, major intellectual transformation. Much of it was because of the emergence of notions of radical transcendence, which were, if not absent, were far less significant for those who believed in ritual sacrifices. So just to get an idea of these Rig Vedic or the Vedic people, they believed that they could achieve all the goods that they wish, which were largely this worldly, by ritual sacrifice, which involved the propitiation of gods, so that you can make the gods do things in your favor and therefore get them to grant you or bestow on you or help you to procure all the wealth, the riches, the cows, the horses, territory, sons, and a good and healthy, prosperous life. They did not have they did not have an idea of another world. They did not have an idea of rebirth. They believed that there was one world, and you were born and you died in this world. There was a notion of transcendence, but it was a very weak notion, so that even if you transcended your earthly existence, you moved to another form of existence, which was more or less a replication of a joyful existence in this world. Now, there were many other interesting variations in this, but I think this can be one kind of understanding of how to live one's life, and it is to be contrasted with new notions which emerged, which talked about all this as illusory in some ways, as shallow, as samskaric, and the idea that emerged was that one should somehow deny this, negate it, escape it, because true liberation lies somewhere else. So one view was the Upanishadic world, where the way to achieve moksha is by true self-knowledge, rather than being immersed in the samskaric world. And true self-knowledge was the knowledge that the totality of reality, the totality of ultimate reality, the Brahmana, was identical to the Atman. So this was a completely different idea of how to fully realize yourself, what the ultimate goals of life are, and so on. But there is another view which had emerged, which was the Buddhist view, which accepted some of these ideas, was skeptical about this duality of the world, but which understood that there was some from which you can evaluate the whole of your life and to make a judgment on how you have led your life. But central to a good life was the idea that not only that you did something for yourself, not only self-fulfillment, but how you related to others. And these others included your kith and kin, your entire community, strangers, but also all living species. So the notion of a good, how the notion of self-fulfillment changed completely. Whereas the fun was focused really only on the self, now the focus was also on other people and how you treated other people, what your conduct was in relation to other people became extremely important. For these views, ritual sacrifice was of no use, physical austerities were of no use, even true knowledge was, there was a lot of skepticism about it, and what became fundamental was how you dealt with other living species and other human beings. And you can see that there is a lot of potential disagreement here. There's a lot of scope for conflict, and the idea arose that, the feeling arose that these people may not be able to live together.